Let's get the issues out of our tissues.
Sometimes we need to sit with our sadness. We need to acknowledge it and say, "Hello, old friend. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the lessons that you have taught me. Thank you for the ways in which you have opened my eyes and broken my heart. Thank you for the ways that you have forced me to see, to empathize, and to care." Sometimes we need to sit with sadness, to let it wash over us. And sometimes we need to ask the sadness where it came from and ask it where it wants to go. Sometimes we need to sit with sadness, look at it head on, recognize how familiar it is, acknowledge it, and then ask for it to go. Just like a tide, we have to ask it to ebb and flow. Sometimes you need to greet the sadness and then release the sadness. Sometimes you need to look at sadness in the eye and not be afraid of it, so that when it visits us again, we don't fear it, but neither do we hold on to it. We cannot hold on to sadness and let it become the focus of our lives. So when sadness comes again, greet it the way you would a friend. Ask it where it came from and ask it where it is going, and tell it kindly that it does not live with you. Hello, sadness. Thank you for visiting. Where have you come from and where are you going? Thank you for the lessons that you have taught me. Thank you for the ways that you have pulled me deep into the depths of myself. I passionately release you, as you cannot stay here. It's time to release the sadness. Imagine sadness as an old friend that you are cutting ties with. Pull away the cords that have bound the two of you together and sever the ties and wrap yourself in a warm and loving light. I'll give you a few moments now. When you are ready, open your eyes and rejoin the world, feeling lighter and more at ease with your feelings and your emotions. Now let's begin our trauma releasing exercise. Release some tension from the hip area, so just do a few circles to the right and let's switch over a few circles to the left. As you know, our hips and pelvic area store the most tension and trauma, so this is a great way to start our exercise for today. Remember to breathe in and out. Arms up, stretch up, invite that positive energy and white light in, and bring your arms down to your chest. Now let's begin. Let's start with a one leg forward fold. So you're going to bring your right foot into your left thigh and lean forward as much as you can. And as I always say, this is not a flexibility exercise. We are releasing trauma. So whether you can come all the way down and reach your toes, or if you cannot go that far and you're going to stay reaching underneath your knee or the back of your shin, that's okay. We're going to stay here for a few minutes. So remember to breathe and take it all in. And remember what we discussed at the beginning. Our friend sadness has left our home and they won't be back for a while. So as you do this trauma releasing exercise today, remember to smile. Whether you do the inner smile or you outwardly smile, signal to your body that everything is okay, as it always is. You've made it this far and you will go even further. Once you're ready, place both your hands behind your back and come up into a reverse plank. Stretch out both your legs. Hold it. Breathe. Remember the inner smile, and let's come back down again. Stretch your arms up, hands in prayer position. Arms up again, and let's do the other side. Bring your left foot into your right thigh, and let's stretch either towards your toes or the back of your knee, the back of your shin, however far you can go. And enjoy this stretch and release. Do you know that it's okay to feel sad sometimes? It's not always a negative experience or a negative emotion, because the only way from sadness is up. So if you're feeling low and you're feeling sad, just know that in a few days you will probably be feeling the opposite. But you need to come down sometimes in order to propel yourself up on the emotional scale. So don't always view sadness and difficult emotions as a negative thing. They also serve a purpose in our life, and it doesn't always mean that something is wrong. Sometimes sadness comes to teach us something. The key is not to let it stay too long. Now let's take a final breath in, and let's place our hands behind again and come back into that reverse plank. Breathe in and out, and let's come down again. Now swing your legs to the back, and let's prepare to get ourselves into pigeon. You're going to bring your right foot towards your right thumb, and you're going to go as low as you can. And remember to place your back leg into the center of the mat as much as possible. Remember to breathe and just let it go. You can place your forehead on your arms in front of you or on your mat, whatever is most comfortable for you. But while you're down here, remember to breathe and just let go. It's okay if your right foot is not at a 90-degree angle. You will get there. once you're ready, slowly come up. Do a little stretch. Swing your back leg around and let's come into log pose. This one is very difficult depending on how much trauma you have released from your hip area, though it can change. Sometimes I can go all the way down. Other times I am as high as I am today. The goal is to get that knee all the way down. But if you're as high as I am, that's fine. It just means that you're carrying a bit more trauma on that side today. So let me know which side was easier for you. You're going to place your hands in front of you and lean forward if you can. If that's not possible today, you can use your left hand to push that left knee down gently. As the time has gone on, have you noticed how much lower that knee is? Might not be all the way down, but I'm sure there's some improvement. So well done to you. You've got through it. Now let's come up again. We're going to swing our legs back so that we can go to the other side and do pigeon on the left side. So bring your left knee towards your left thumb and remember to place that right knee in the middle of the mat as much as possible. If you can, get that left foot at 90 degrees as much as you can. But if you can't, that's also fine. Place your head down and just take a moment to relax. Inhaling and exhaling. Now let's come up, swing that right leg forward, and let's do our log on the other side. Now this side is much easier for me. According to the Tao, the left side of the body represents the feminine and female energy. and the right side of the body represents yang, which is the masculine side. So which side has been easier for you? Your feminine side or your masculine side? Remember to breathe and try to go as low as you can. Although that's not the focus of this exercise, just want you to release as much as you can. Inhaling and exhaling. Now let's swing those legs again, all the way back. I'm moving much slower now after all that release. Once you're ready, bring yourself to the front of your mat, and we're going to try to go into a bed of roses. So you're going to separate your knees and lean all the way back if you can. But if you feel any pain in your knees, please don't force it. Straighten one leg and go down using one of your knees at a time. But if you're able to, then bend both your knees, lean all the way back if you can. Otherwise, lean back onto your elbows and let all that tension melt away. Breathing in and out. Let's release it all. If you feel any stabbing pain or sharp pain up your knee, straighten your leg and don't force it. Next time, maybe you'll be able to do both legs. Inhaling and exhaling. Now let's slowly come up after that huge release. And straighten your body out and let's come into a Shavasana. Dead body pose. Let's just integrate everything that we've experienced today. Ironically, when we start to get better on this trauma healing journey, we can often start to feel sad because we start to realize how much we've missed out on. We start to realize how badly certain people have failed us, how things could have been different if they had treated us better. And you realize what your younger self actually deserved. And then you start to grieve what could have been. Just want you to know that that's okay. It's normal to feel that way, and it's normal to grieve the life that you could have had. But now that you are conscious and aware and on this journey to healing and bliss, imagine what is actually waiting for you. Waiting for you to embrace it, waiting for you to receive it. I want you to know that the things that are ahead are way better than the things that have passed. So as you lie here, smile to yourself as you imagine what is still to come, who you're still to meet, who is still going to love you more than you've ever been loved before. It's not all lost. I promise you. I've seen it in my own life. You may feel that you have lost a lot, but the universe will replace and repay everything that you feel that you are missing by double and even more. So take a deep breath in as you receive and accept that life only gets better from here. Smile to yourself as you wiggle your fingers and your toes, and let's come back. Take a deep breath in and out as you turn over onto your left or right side, whatever is best for you. And join me again in a seated position as we close off our exercise. Take a deep breath in. Bring those arms up again and hands to your heart. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy and so excited for what is still to come in your life. And never forget that you deserve every good thing that this life has to offer. I love you so much and thank you for joining me. I will see you soon.